But what you've come to me with is you're on felony probation and you picked up another felony. So I'm not going to grant your application. And in 4160, I'm going to find you guilty. All right. We're on the record in 2023 CR 8297 and 2019 CR 4160, State of Texas. All right. Everyone needs to whisper. State of Texas versus Jose Manjarres. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Will Brooks for the defendant.
All right. And are you Jose Manjarres?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right. And the cause number ended in 4160. You entered a plea of true to violations 1 and 15G. The court found 1 and 15G true. And then there was a plea in the evading arrest detention, cause number in 8297. And you apply for deferred adjudication in the case, and the court asked that this be brought back so the court could review a couple of things and make a determination on whether or not the court will grant the motion. Is there anything you would like to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, if I may. It'd be pretty simple to just revoke him and send him to prison. He didn't report, didn't do what he was supposed to do, picked up a new evading. Consequently, if I had an arrest warrant, I would probably flee from the police myself. Not that that excuses it, Judge. I will say that I don't know that his personal issues have ever been addressed in previous case history. He was screened for, and I believe recommended for DDRF. Initially, it was the thought that he would be disqualified because of the offense, but I was told this morning that they would in fact accept him into that program. So I'm of the mindset where I think it'd be wonderful for the court to give him an opportunity to work on some of his personal issues and demonstrate to the court that he is in fact capable of completing probation once that's done.
All right. And State, I believe you're silent. Is that correct?
So, Judge, I think this was one where we were going to I don't believe the state at the previous hearing made a recommendation.
No.
We were going to recommend revocation, at least 10 years TDC. The issue here, Judge, is not just the fact that he was on probation and he didn't report. It's the fact that he also evaded arrest and in the course of that committed an assault. That's not what he pled to, but and that was being taken into consideration, but that's also a concern for the state, that he knew he had a warrant and he took extreme measures to make sure that that wasn't effectuated. He failed, but
right out of the gate, the judge makes it clear probation's done, and this defendant is about to face the full weight of the law, but watch closely because this case isn't as straightforward as it looks.
I mean, that's the court's concern. Probation, what are you recommending? Sorry.
Judge, I think he was using at the time, if I remember. Certainly impacts his decision-making abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, the original recommendation from probation was for revocation. Just because he has the 3 new cases, it looks like he was given a second chance to comply with conditions, but failed to do so, and he absconded for over 2 years before he was arrested on his NTR warrant. We understand that there may be some mental health issues. I did reach out to management of the DDRF program, and due to his charge, he was originally turned away. However, again, prompting, they said that to go ahead and go with the referral. That is if Your Honor chooses to move forward with continuing him on probation.
All right. Anything you wish to say, Mr. Manjarres?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record. Oh, state your name for the record.
Jose Manjarres.
All right. What would you like to say?
I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. while I've been in custody, I've been doing a bunch of different classes and programs that are there at the jail.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a certificate for social values and anger management, and I'm taking like 5 other classes or 6. I'm starting 2 more this week. I've just been doing whatever I could to utilize my time. I know that I haven't made smart choices and been responsible, but I'm hoping to get the opportunity to get things like on a better, I guess you can better note, like just do things the right way. I mentioned last time to you when I got to talk to you that living like running, it wasn't anything enjoyable. Couldn't work, I couldn't do anything, and no matter what you decide, I'm just thankful to have the opportunity to be able to start fresh and after I get all of this behind me, have the shot at getting everything right.
Okay. All right. So
Here we
Mr.
see the defense
Manharis,
strategy. Don't deny the violations, but argue for rehabilitation over prison time. Question for you. Do you think someone who's been running from the law for years deserves another shot at probation?
here's the issue with the court, and this is a problem. And I do look at people as individuals and look at their cases. So I understand the issue with the DDRF, but based upon what you're telling me and based upon the reports I've read, you knew you had to report and you didn't. And this is not your first motion to revoke that's been filed against you. You had a previous one, and I think that was for not reporting. And I know that I always tell people who are placed on probation in my court, and I wouldn't say always, maybe sometimes I don't, but I know the intent is, and I'm sure I told you at least when there was a motion to revoke, was if there's anything that the court can do to help you, let us know. If there's an issue with probation and you feel like they're not addressing your issues, you can always come to the court and talk to the court about it. The problem is you've been missing for a long time. I know now you're saying, hey, I'm at the jail, I'm getting my life in order, I'm tired of looking over my shoulder. But what you've come to me with is you're on felony probation and you picked up another felony. So I'm not going to grant your application. And in 4160, I'm going to find you guilty. Revoke. There's to be no contact with Gabriela Villarreal and Gilberto Dominguez. Just one moment. There is an affirmative finding of family violence. And the court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And there's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. And then, and cause number, and I'm sorry, that will run concurrent with
The prosecution
2023.
isn't holding back. They highlight not just the probation violations, but also the danger to the public. Remember, evading arrest isn't just running away. It can escalate into chaos that risks lives.
CR 8297. And I'll request the therapeutic community. And in cause number 2023 CR 8297, court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2019 CR 4160. Is there any restitution involved?
Judge, I don't think we were able to contact the complaints in that case.
Okay. I will do. Do you know who the names? I'm trying to find it in the police report. I don't see it.
From the ag assault judge.
No, from the evading. I think there was. I think I see it. There's restitution, if any, to Sylvia Cepeda. Do you see anyone else?
Julian Renee Elizondo.
Okay, Julian Renee Elizondo. All right. All right, and I'll request the therapeutic community, whether they place you in there, is completely up to them. I don't have any jurisdiction to force them to do that. And each cause number, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal.
Now, the defendant takes the stand trying to show change through classes and self-improvement. But here's the real tension. Does genuine effort in jail outweigh years of failure outside it?
Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And cause number 2023 CR 8297, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And cause number 2019 CR 4160, you do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is related to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Because these are convictions, felony convictions, and also because cause number 2019 CR 4160, there's an affirmative finding of family violence. You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Monjaras, you're going to have to start making better decisions. I understand that maybe there was a breakdown in communication with regards to whether or not DDRF would accept you, but that does not excuse your not reporting for the amount of time you did and for you evading arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And
All right,
here
good
it
luck
is, the
to you.
turning point. Despite his pleas, the judge revokes probation and hands down a 6-year sentence. This moment shows how quickly second chances can run out when probation is violated.